Oh, the light is not doing bits for me. Oh. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if that light's a bit harsh. It feels so weird being behind the camera again. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder on my tripod and this is weird. Right. I feel like I need to make notes on my phone because you know I'm just going to forget. Right. No. I feel like we're too far away to have this chat, you know. Let me... Hi. All 400 odd of you. There used to be lots more, loads more of you, hundreds more of you. But I've not filmed in a very long time. In about 3 months it'll be a year since I put something up. I'm gonna film again because it's what I love to do. I really enjoy it. I love it. I love filming, and yeah, there'll be people that will take the mick and whatever, but they're just not very nice people who like to make other people feel shit, so I don't really care. I basically, I'm gonna start vlogging and filming and stuff. I'm 20 now, the big 2-0. Not that that's a big age, it's 21, it's a big age, but I want this year to be the best life for me. I'm gonna give this whole YouTube bloggy thing a go, proper go for a year, because I've been doing it on and off for 4 years, and then I do it and I start it and I'm like, yeah, let's do this, and then I just give up after like 3 videos for the past nearly 4 years, so it's not good. Because this is now part of my daily life, I need to talk about it, and I also want to spread loads of awareness about this disease because there isn't anything. There is dusty old websites. And when I got diagnosed with this disease, I really felt alone with it. There are some bloggers that have it and a couple of YouTubers that I watch, and we've been chatting, especially some Instagram bloggers and stuff, we've been chatting, and we all think the same thing. There is nothing. We all need to step our game up and be like, create awareness, because there's Crohn's and Colitis UK, which is a big charity, which do big runs like cancer research runs, stuff like that, all of that. But in terms of a place for people to go and find support and actually understand what it is, there isn't. So that's where I want my social media to go. I want my channel to go that way. And I'm not saying my channel is going to be about my disease all the time, but there will be some videos about it. I'm going to do some videos with other people that have Crohn's, and we're just going to talk shit about shit, basically. That's that. I'm still going to do other fun videos, but I know if I'm vlogging and stuff, there might be days where I'm really struggling, and I'm not going to hide that, because I'm then not being who I am now, and that's fake. And I know that if I hide it, that's doing everyone else who has Crohn's or ulcerative colitis a disservice, because it then makes it into something that needs to be hidden. Basically, I have Crohn's disease, and it's really not nice. It's difficult to live with, and I'm going to explain to you what Crohn's is, because all I've noticed since being diagnosed with this, talking to family and friends, is no one actually knows a lot about it, because unless you know someone who has it, you don't really learn about it. So Crohn's disease is IBD. It's an emotional, am I all right? Why can't I speak? It's an irritable bowel disease. It's not IBS. For anyone who tries to tell me it's IBS, they are different things. This is literally anyone who has IBD's biggest pet peeves, and someone says it's IBS because it's not. I'm literally just getting to the point now where I can be positive about it, because I've been really depressed with it, really down with it. It's IBD, it's a disease, and it's basically ulcers, abscesses, you know, blood all in your, and like just internal bleeding all in your digestive tract. And if I'm looking up, it's because I'm looking at the viewfinder, because I've not actually had my camera and tripod and everything set up for a very long time, so it's really daunting. That's what it is, and it just causes a lot of problems. It's caused by loads of different things. You can get it from, it can be genetic, it can be from an imbalance in your immune system, if you've had an illness or an infection you've not quite, you know, recovered properly. Loads of different reasons why you can get it, but once you've got it, you've got it, basically. The things that come with it are fatigue, chronic fatigue, and let me tell you, I used to think I was a tired person. It is exhausting. It's not even like, oh, you know, I could take a nap right now, kind of tired. And anyone who's been in my life since, you know, around March understands how it's affected me, in terms of I'm too tired to get up and do things. My body, it feels like I've got bowling balls in my pockets. Like I struggle to walk. I struggle to get up the stairs sometimes, and you can wake up and feel like you've been hit by a bus. The chronic fatigue for me is one of the hardest parts. Joint pain, muscle swelling, anxiety, because you feel alone with it all. It is just very painful. It can cause a lot of pain in your stomach and your back, and it's just really horrible. And you live with it, and you're in and out of hospital for the rest of your life because it doesn't go anywhere. Anyway, I'm going to explain my story and how I got so ill with it and where I'm at now. So I've lost train of thought now. I got ill. This is actually really hard to film. Sorry. I got ill back in, I'm gonna go with March. End of March. Yep, that's what I'm gonna, yes. I remember having a takeaway, and I basically got what I thought was takeaway tummy. I've had loads of illnesses the past couple of years. I've got alpha thalassemia, pernicious anemia, all of that, and they've been diagnosing me with stuff for about 2 years. So turns out I've had Crohn's for 2 years, undiagnosed. So I've been in and out of kind of the doctors and stuff for a while, having injections and whatnot, and taking lots of medicine and things. I was kind of starting to pick up on the fact that this takeaway tummy didn't go. There was something not quite right. So I was going to the doctors, and they were giving me stuff like Buscopan and just loads of stuff that just was to help with an unsettled tummy. And I was like, this is not right, this is not going. And I was not being taken seriously. I would go to the doctors and I was not being taken seriously. They'd give me, painkillers, and they'd tell me to stop taking other medicines because they thought I was reacting to some supplements and things that I was on anyway. They were testing me for current things I was on, and I was like, no, because I've been on this for 2 years, I've had this problem for 2 years, and this is new. I was going on holiday in June. I was going to the Caribbean, so I was going quite far away. It wasn't like it was short haul, so I could just pop home if things got really bad. And I remember, like, 3 days before I flew, I went to the hospital, and the lady said to me, you should have been referred to gastro a very long time ago. This sounds like a problem. You should be in gastro, like you need to be referred. So this is serious. And I was like, well, I'm going on holiday in like 2 days. So she was like, well, in the meantime, just take Imodium, whatever, and just, eat roughage and all the stuff that they say. Anyway, I went on holiday, and I'm gonna go with on holiday was probably when I suffered with it the most, because I was in a lot of pain on holiday. I remember I was really bloated all the time. Like, I felt like I looked about 3 to 4 months pregnant the whole holiday in a bikini. My stomach was really hard to touch, and I remember I was just in pain all the time. Like, I'd go for dinner, and I'd be at the table for about 15 minutes, and I'd be like, I need to go back to the room and lie down because I can't, it's hurting, it hurts to eat. Like, I'd put on clothes, I'd put on all pretty dresses that I bought, and I'd be like, they just press on my tummy, and it just hurt to touch. I couldn't eat. It was all inclusive. So there was a nightclub. I'd go to the nightclub. I'd be there for about 20 minutes, and I'd be in pain, and I'd just want to go home. And I really struggled with it. And that's when it clicked then, that I was like, this is not normal. So when I got back is when my mum was literally putting a rocket up the doctor's bums and was like, do something. My daughter is not well, do something. I went to the doctors, and I was like, I need a new doctor, because I've not been well. My current doctor is not noticing. I've told her everything that happened on holiday, how I was in pain for the whole day, I could barely eat. I felt like my tummy was gonna explode, and she wasn't paying attention. So I got a new doctor who was amazing. And to me, she was like, right, if you ever seen Nanny McPhee, you will understand. She says, when you need me but do not want me, I shall stay. When you want me or do not need me, I shall go, or something like that. And she comes and she does all her fixie, and then she disappears. That's literally what my doctor did. I got a new doctor, and she was incredible. She tested me for everything, just got everything sorted. And then I called the doctor's surgery one day, and they're like, oh, she's left, and never heard from her again. Don't even know her first name. She called me, and I was on the tram, and she called me and she said, I've put you on the fast track, the 2-week fast track pathway for bowel cancer. And I remember I was on the tram, and I got really claustrophobic all of a sudden. I couldn't breathe, and I was like, and she kept saying the word cancer. She was like, it could be bowel cancer, you're showing really high flags and readings, and you're going to be seen within the next 2 weeks. This is more serious than we thought, and I'm sorry we didn't pay attention, and this is what's going to happen. And I remember at the time I was so overwhelmed with it, and I was crying, and it's a big word, it's a big thing. And, you know, I remember calling people at the time and calling my friends and family and being just really, really scared. Anyway, within 2 weeks, I had an endoscopy and a colonoscopy. So an endoscopy, by the way, little disclaimer, which I don't know why it's coming halfway through the video. I speak fast when I'm nervous, and I'm nervous filming this video. So that's why I'm probably going like 100 miles an hour. I had an endoscopy, which is a tube down your throat, and they put it down your throat and they have a look all around inside. And he put it down, they numbed my throat, they sprayed my throat with numbing spray, and they put the tube down, and I could feel it when it got to about here, so I pulled it out, and he was like, what are you doing? You can't do that. So he put it down again. He'd sedated me, but not enough. And he put it down again, I pulled it out, and he was like, if you do that one more time, we're just gonna stop the procedure because you can't do that. So he put it in a third time, and I felt it get to about here, and I went to put it out, and he had to get the nurse to hold me down, and it was a really unpleasant experience because I ended up throwing up quite a lot while the tube was down my throat, but because my throat was numb, I couldn't feel myself being sick. So that was really hard. And then after, they took me straight in for my colonoscopy, and I found that really, really invasive. I wouldn't actually wish a colonoscopy on anybody at all. It was really painful. I felt everything. The sedation didn't work. And I said to them after, I should have been under general anaesthetic. I should have been knocked out, put to sleep for that, because I shouldn't have felt it. It's a tube that goes up your bum, and they go up your colon, hence the colonoscopy, and have a look all around your intestines. It was just horrible. I remember being high, but not high enough to not feel it, and it hurt a lot because your intestines go like this. So I could feel them going around the bends, and then they put the needles in and they pulled, and they found a really not nice sort of abscess that they, you know, had to take samples off, and they were burning bits of polyps and whatever, because the feeling of having hoses and pipes and needles poking and pulling and moving around inside you is the most invasive thing ever. It's like swallowing a toy car or something. It's horrible. And I remember I was saying, stop, I can feel it. And he said, if you mean it, we will stop, but you will have to go through the whole process and all the prep again. And there was not there was just not a chance I was going through the prep again. The prep was horrible. The prep is, you can't basically eat for like 48 hours, 24 hours before, and you have to start drinking solution, and you have to eat a certain diet for a week in advance, and the solution basically has you puking and shitting piss until you're empty for a good few hours, and it's vile. I remember I was like 9 stone 8 when I started the prep, and I went down to about 9'1" or something by the end of my first day or something like that. It was really not nice at all. And then you can't drink anything, or nothing can pass your lips for 5 hours before. So I just said, you know, carry on and get it done. And they got it done, and if they had stopped when I said stop, they wouldn't have found all the ulcers. It's not bowel cancer, it's Crohn's disease, but they wouldn't have found it or got onto it if they didn't test me for bowel cancer. So I'm very grateful that I got seen so quickly, because some people are waiting for such a long time, because gastroenterology is a department that is so overly referred in the UK, full stop. So I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and I found that really hard to get my head around because I didn't know anything about it. I just knew it was something I'd have forever, and I knew that, you know, am I going to be in pain forever? Am I going to have a colostomy bag? You know, they have a bag and you poo in a bag and it's hanging out your tummy, and it all got a lot, and I could have to have one day. I don't know. That's the scary part, is I haven't got a clue. And so I'm currently on 8 steroids a day, and these make my bones really weak. So I have to also take medicine to stop my bones from being so brittle. And I'm also taking other things, just heaps of other things, folic acid, all this, and it's a lot. So I'm taking a lot. The side effects of these steroids are insomnia, so I sleep about 3 hours a day. So my attention span isn't great at the minute, and I struggle to not be exhausted all the time. So with Crohn's giving you chronic fatigue, you're then tired all the time, but the steroids keep you awake, so it's just really shit. They make you put on a lot of weight, which isn't nice. They make your skin break out. They mess with your hormones like you would not believe. Like 1 minute I'm really down and really struggling, and the next I'm all right. They cause a lot of joint pain and swelling, so I get quite painful joints. So my knees and elbows, I suffer with those quite a lot. My ankles can give sometimes. The worst thing out of them all is the pain. I'll be up from 11 o'clock at night till 4 in the morning crying with stomachache. And it's not just a normal stomachache, it is, you know, it is the ulcers irritating, it is the bleeding in the pus and the ulcers that's causing the pain, and there's nothing. Oh, I don't want to get upset. Sorry. I finally got to a place where like I'm sort of coming to terms with the fact that this is my life, this is what I'm going to have to deal with. And it's probably going to get a lot worse at some point. I'm trying to turn everything into a positive, but it's been a really, really tough year. Medically and just mentally. It's really hard because I'm 20 and I can't do things that I used to be able to do, and my body's shutting down like I'm an old woman. I feel like there needs to be some form of awareness about it. And I want to do YouTube and I want to do all this stuff that I love doing. It's not something to be ashamed of, it's not something shitty, and I'm going to struggle with it. So the next video that you see will probably be my birthday vlog, and you'll see how I struggle with that and how I enjoy it and all sorts of stuff. And there will be loads of other cool videos and fun posts and things, and Vlogmas, which for the past, I swear, like 3 years I've been saying I will do. And then I think last year I did like 1 day, but I have actually filmed the whole month. I just never put it out there, so I might edit it up and put it up as one video. That is my life now. So if you're gonna watch my channel or stay subscribed to my channel or follow my Instagram or anything, just know that there's gonna be a part of it now. I actually enjoyed filming this video. I thought I'd struggle with it a lot more. I thought I'd cry, to be honest. Shock if I cried. I'm crying all the time lately. My mum has come in the room. I'm filming about
Okay.
Crohn's.
Okay.
I was just telling them that, I forgot what I was telling them now, what Crohn's is and how I found it.
Well, I think that you had it for quite a long time before you were diagnosed.
Yeah.
I think you had it for about 18 months actually, when you had acid reflux, you had kind of indigestion, they diagnosed you with pernicious anemia.
Yeah.
And what you get in your head around now is the fact that it's a chronic disease that will be lifelong. You know, there's no cure, so it can just be maintained, and that's quite a thing to get your head around actually.
I'm just saying that I want to do YouTube and stuff again, but it's something that I don't want to hide because it's going to be part of my life, part of my vlog. If I'm vlogging and I'm having a bad day, I'm not going to hide it or anything like that.
I think that's right. I think that's, you know, because there's a lot of ignorance about it.
She loves being behind the camera. She was a presenter on the telly when I was a baby, so she loves this.
Listen. I think that's really important. You've got to be honest about it. You've got to be truthful about it, because people have got to learn about it. It does not define your life. Your life goes on in spite of it. And you manage it.
And I was saying that actually there's just not a lot of awareness about it, and people don't actually know about it.
No, they don't. So you educate them, but neither do you bore them to death with the fact you've got it.
Oh God, and there's going to be loads of fun videos on my channel.
But you know what I mean? Crohn's. Because people will get sick of it. So you know.
Right, don't say that. Right. I'm going to cut that out.
No, but you know what I mean. Yeah. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Just
but the other thing is, as your mum, I can't bear it for you, and I wish I'd got it instead of you. End of.
Oh, Mum.
I do. I'd have it, but if I could have it and take it from you, I would.
Yeah. It's not been nice, has it?
No, it's horrible. It's horrible. Wouldn't wish it on anybody, let alone your daughter, age 19. It's
20. When the video goes up, probably 20. No, when the video goes up, probably 20.
Okay, 20. But it's shite.
Mum, I've got to censor that now.
Have you?
I'm swearing on my channel.
It's not really swearing. I'm off.
That's that. Thanks for watching.